It's Week 8 of the National Football League. And we've got the Panthers' rocket-armed quarterback. Solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Panthers and the Falcons coming up next.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gordon along with Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games. The Panthers defense playing well. They've won 4 in a row as they get going here. And one of the guys who will need to play well is this man in his 5th NFL season in the defensive backfield.
And he was solid in the win a week ago. Came up with an interception in that ball game. And sometimes interceptions come in bunches. We'll see if he maybe tries to take a few more chances to come up with another one here.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Now Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Throwing, Mariota. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. The Panthers ready to go on this next defensive possession. They lead 7-0, trying to put a stop together here as this drive starts with a 1st down. Beginning on the ground with Patterson, and he'll get this up just shy of the 30. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mariota. In trouble, and he's taken down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, Mariota forced out to his left. And the pressure gets to him again. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that.
The Carolina defense set to go to work here. They've had the upper hand so far in this first half of play, working with a good lead already as they look to defend this 1st down. Now Patterson to start the drive. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mariota to throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. The sack backs him up, so now Mariota in Atlanta dealing with a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run it.
The Panthers ready to go on this next defensive possession. And after their guys were forced to punt a moment ago, they'll try to... Mariota on 1st down. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Mariota rolling to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The sack backs him up, so now Mariota in Atlanta dealing with a 3rd and long. 3rd down, here's Patterson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. The Carolina defense set to go to work here. A 1st down throw for Mariota. That's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Mariota. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
The Panthers ready to go on this next defensive possession. First down, Mariota. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. First and 10, it's Patterson. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, a run for Patterson. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one.
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great play there with his his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third. The Carolina defense set to go to work here. They've been the dominant side so far, working with a 2-score lead here in this third quarter as this next drive gets underway. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
The Panthers ready to go on this next defensive possession. They forced the INT on that previous drive, and what a season their veteran stalwart is having. He has been a ball hawker ever since he joined this franchise, and he'll search for more as this next drive gets started. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, Mariota. Throws right back to London, complete again. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. To throw again on second down. Mariota flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brian Burns able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. The sack backs him up, so now Mariota in Atlanta dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Brian Burns drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. The Carolina defense set to go to work here. They put in a very good shift so far. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be free.
The Panthers ready to go on this next defensive possession. Back to it after the pick 6. Mariota. Throw left side. There's London. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Here's Mariota. That's into the hands of Edwards. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Looking to throw again on second down. Mariota got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. One last shot now for Mariota. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Edwards. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Carolina, they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers.